welcome back to Flameborn Rebel Tarot. Back by popular demand. I'm bringing my soulmate on with me again to do, what we do, our little conversations. What he actually did, which I didn't know about, was that he made like this list of 13?
Yeah, the Dirty Baker's Dozen.
The Dirty Baker's Dozen, like 13 topics of things that that we could talk about. And
but the play on words.
Yeah. I know.
Dirty Baker's Dozen. I wonder if that's been done before, though.
I've never heard of it.
Because, Dirty Dozen and Baker's Dozen, You know what the Dirty Dozen
is?
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Okay.
And a Baker's Dozen is 13, so, it makes sense. So, apparently I am supposed to pick randomly a number, and then we're just gonna...
And she has not seen these yet. You'll see them real quick. if you want to pause.
The ring light is on there, though, like blocking them. So.
If you watch enough and you want to pause...
Yeah.
Catch one of those
you could.
And request one, you can do that too.
If we were live, we could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to go live? Should we go live instead?
Nah.
No.
For now, let's just get some of these out, I'd say.
I got a little too ahead of myself. So apparently there could be some silliness in this, which would probably be fun, right?
I almost guarantee it.
He guarantees it. I have no idea what any of these topics are. So I'm just going to pick one and we'll just kind of go from there.
Maybe you could use the cards for that, for picking one. What the cards say.
Oh, yes, I could.
Yeah, the first one that pops up between 1 and 13, go with that. Except for 6, because you picked 6 last time.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the possible blooper reel one.
That was a blooper reel, yeah. That was a no-go. That was a no-upload situation.
Yeah, it was after a party.
Yeah.
We were a little glug afterwards.
Let's see here.
I still say, use it for shorts.
Yeah, there's always a reason, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm just not sure which...
Actually, just get the basic one. You have one of the basic ones? Did I ever give you mine?
I do have a basic tarot.
You know what I mean by the basic one, right?
Yes. This one.
Yeah.
Rider-Waite.
Good old-fashioned.
The good old-fashioned Rider-Waite. All right. So, let's see what happens. And if you want to chat with my audience a little bit, feel more than free while I do this.
I don't know. What do I say? I'm not an on-camera person, but I'll ask what type of topics do you guys want to hear from us? Do you want to see more content like this? We'll talk about anything from music, movies. I would prefer to stay away from politics, but we can get it in there slightly.
I'm down to go into that some if people want to. But
I don't mind answering questions about it. I'll give my opinion, but
I'm not talking about
I definitely wouldn't want to make a whole thing about
not news type politics.
Yeah.
But world affairs type stuff, I'm always about truth seeking and all the things. So
absolutely.
I'm not afraid to go into that kind of stuff. But I don't want to talk about the news.
I just don't
and
whining.
Boring. Oh, that one came out.
That's what you believe.
So I get the Page of Pentacles, which is no number at all.
Okay.
But you never know what these could mean.
I'll say keep pulling them out till you get something between 1 and 13.
Right.
And maybe the other ones can kind of
will be like a message.
Conversation. Yeah.
And normally
even if it's silly.
Normally they do, my dear. Normally they do. It still trips me out.
I'm here for
all
the
the
silliness.
Well, you got to mix humor in with
Absolutely.
all of this, because if
Sometimes-
you don't have humor and silliness, we would all probably literally go insane.
Yeah. Because even this stuff, on a minor scale, is stressful. When you have to follow the algorithm. Well,
Okay, I just got a 9,
okay, number 9.
which is the Justice card.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put this.
Oh,
into
well,
this.
damn. Okay.
And
That
just
kinda
tell
still
me
kinda
that it
comes
fits, because it always
It's
does.
the only other one that somewhat kind of correlates with this. Because he picked 6. Well, let me tell you, she picked 6 last time, and 6. I have a note to replace that one. I have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Aside from those born with, I say born with gifts, because you never know. I don't know. What do you think happens in life to make one a clairvoyant? And that's on the blooper stuff. But
Yeah.
she picked number 9. Well, the cards picked number 9. Number 9 is, what is a stereotype about your profession? Blah, blah, let me start that over. What is a stereotype about your profession that bugs you the most?
Oh, about which one? Like my
Yeah.
profession,
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
okay. Oh, actually, that one's probably, there's a couple of them, but
There's some stereotypes about both of our professions.
oh yes, there is. So
you're an esthetician. I'm a tattoo artist. So imagine.
Yeah,
the
like
shit that comes along.
I own a med spa and I am a massage therapist. So if you want to talk about stereotypes for massage therapists, we could really go into that. And something that I absolutely just despise.
Yeah.
And
But we should
people,
end this with a happy ending regardless.
so there's some silliness. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a stereotype. But
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about, is that
I would
people
imagine that's the one
consider
that sucks the most.
massage therapists like someone who's actually licensed and does actual therapy like I do. We all get grouped in together with the happy ending, that type of thing. So trust me, I've come across it in my 22 years of being a massage therapist. I know kind of how to avoid that now because I have my own private spa, and I tried to think the best in people all the time back in the day. And yeah, to where I would just open it up to, I'll allow any man or whatever, to come in. I need business, blah, blah, blah. And I would give them the benefit of the doubt, and every single time. And I swear they would say the same things.
See, that's what
every
sucks
time.
To hear every single time, because it's like, I've gotten massages, in the past. And I would never think to hey, can you touch my wiener?
Yeah.
That's I feel more vulnerable than anything.
You wouldn't think that people would do that. And that's where my
I know
mindset was.
I can definitely imagine. Yeah, there are guys that would do that. And I'll be the first to say, most of us, the majority of us men share the same brain. The majority of women share the same brain.
Yeah.
The majority of men, we share the same brain. We're horn dogs. We're constant. Everything we look at, it's like I'm looking at this thing right here, and I'm like, oh, that's a old looking boob or something. Somewhere in the back of my head. That's how the male brain works,
True.
But
human is just
there is
human.
decency towards other people. It's like you walk into an establishment, no matter what they're doing. You don't walk into a restaurant and ask the waitress to touch your dick, do you?
Yeah,
No. It's like,
especially if it's a professional place. But it makes me think that
even if
these
it doesn't
people
look
have
as professional, you just don't do that.
They've had it happen before, and they've been able to get away with this and do this so many times that they just, oh, well, I did it over here. Why can't I do it over here? Blah, blah, blah.
Because that's a different kind of place. And I'm not going
But
to knock
still,
those
even
places.
some of the
You know?
fancy places probably do it, which is what I hate because they give someone like me a
Right.
bad name.
Right.
So when you say stereotype and I tell someone that I'm a massage therapist, I know that a man's brain immediately goes to that. Normally. Maybe even without like thinking about it. Their brain, something about it is like sexual.
If it wasn't for my profession, I would probably think the same thing.
Yeah.
But knowing how that goes, it's like, nah, I don't. No, I can't say I don't. I'm aware of the stereotype. I think like 30%, probably do. Because there's a lot of places,
they advertise in the Current. And those are the kind of people that they advertise a certain way because they don't even have licenses. And then they advertise a certain way.
Yeah.
So, and they call it feather touch or like light touch, blah, blah, blah. And so like immediately people like me who are legit and are therapists and we have the training and the licensing and everything, immediately that's like where their brains will go to.
Yeah.
So that's my answer on that. The only other one would be being an esthetician with what I do, that, we all have to like look a certain way, like that stereotype of, well, if you don't look like you're all, filled with a whole bunch of fillers and this and that, and like, that is something that I do have to keep up with because I can't look like a scrub and do what I do, like my job is in aesthetics. So that doesn't bother me as much because, it is a stereotype, but it's not a negative. Like, it's not really a negative stereotype. The massage therapy one is a negative stereotype.
You have a lot of long-term clients, though.
Oh yeah, I don't take men.
To do that.
I don't take men anymore.
You don't have to prep yourself physically as much for your old school clients.
Well, yeah,
I would think.
And nobody even really notices it as much as I do. Like, I'm more self-critical of myself.
Yes.
But I have gotten so much better about that in the past 5 years. It's incredible. Like, the growth that I've had in that area, because what I have now is nowhere near what I used to have. But like that, I can see. But that's why I stopped just taking male clients that I didn't know. Like, the only ones that I see are the ones that are referred to me by clients.
Like a female client.
Yeah, exactly. Or even another male client. I don't care. But it's got to be somebody that knows the person. So I know that they're not a complete pervert wacko. Like, I know where to go if this person says anything, weird to me.
2 years from now, when they start pushing this one again, you're gonna have people saying, "You're discriminating against men." Blah, blah. It's like, so. No, I'm not gonna shoot the bird on your camera. But, to you guys.
Screw you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing that I hate. And with your profession though, like, there is definitely a stereotype. I think it's changing.
It is.
And I don't know if it's a good
okay,
way or not.
I've been a tattoo artist for the past 30 years. I think it used to bug me that the stereotype was that we're all a bunch of, I don't know, misogynists, creeps. But the thing is, unlike your profession, the majority back in the day was, it really was. And that was a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about before I got in, and they're still there. I mean, trust me, it was there, one of the first, big shops I worked at. The owner, he was a playboy, ex-prisoner and everything. And I'm not knocking him at all.
Y'all are kind of known to be bad boys,
yes,
rock stars,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I lived that life for quite a while, and it sucks now because the industry has grown so much. It's gotten better, and I like that it's gotten better. So I don't know if, honestly, I think I still like the stereotype because, and that's only because business has gotten, like, it's so saturated now.
Yeah.
Like on every corner, there's a tattoo shop now. So I wouldn't mind it if it kind of goes back to that stereotype. But if I have to think about one that bugs me, there's some people think that we don't know what we're doing. They watch, Ink Masters or something, and they see like the guffaws and stuff like that happen, not realizing that that's scripted. When if you go to a professional artist, we've trained a lot. We learn through failure. We've all failed a lot.
But do you think that's an actual stereotype, or that's just something that's been bred over the past,
I think it's a stereotype.
Decade or so.
But I don't know if I'm reading it from bots or not, or from.
Oh, a lot of times, yeah, we are. A lot of times we are.
Yeah, but a lot of people think that they're gonna be rude to me. They're gonna like pish paw me away and shit like that. Some do. That's the problem. Yeah. You know me. I can be grumpy. Yeah. I can be very grumpy, especially when it comes to. But like, I've learned to not post about that so much. Mm-hmm. I've welcomed it more because it's a way of growth for me. I'm learning now. Okay, you have to talk to a younger audience different. Mm-hmm. Especially it's going to San Marcos, working at Jerry's. Here and there, it's hard, but I also have like flashbacks when I was younger when I started this, so I could relate to the younger people. I'm tired. I guess I'm tired of like the grumpy old man stereotype, and that's why I've been working on changing my ways. Mm-hmm. That's the stereotype that bugs me personally, because I don't sexually assault people. So that one I don't have to worry about. So.
Yeah, that one really sucks for me.
Yeah.
But if I could, here's where these conversations, right, can take a turn, and they always do. So we might start off with something like that or something a little silly, but there's a branch off to that because there's definitely something very spiritual about what both of us do.
Yes.
We are both healers in a way, in our own way.
Blood magic.
And it's, like tattooing. And I would bet my life that probably 50% of the people that are watching this have had a tattoo.
At least one time. Because it used to be like, you could count the people that have tattoos 30 years later. Mm-hmm. You count the people who don't have at least visual tattoos. Who don't have one,
yeah. Because it's so, it's become very mainstream.
Yeah, it's bubblegum now.
But it should be, and what I know that he and I both believe, is that it should be a spiritual experience.
A very sacred experience.
A ritual, like a sacred experience.
You're exchanging energy with somebody. You're giving them pain that they asked for.
Right. And I do that in my job as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like we both draw blood, to a certain degree. That's putting magic out in the air, out in the opening. And when nowadays, I think that's why my Generation X, we got grumpy because we felt that. Not knowing what it was, we didn't realize we're doing something magical. When we got into it, it was, especially for me, starting off the way I did, like the wrong way legally, with a homemade machine with like my gangbanger homies and shit when I was 17. We were creating bonds. We were all learning together. Nowadays, it's like these kids come into a shop and it's like they're on their phone, like giggling and shit and like going live. It's like, hey,
when you should be going
I'm
into
about to tattoo your grandmother's eyes right now.
Yeah.
Halfway through any portrait, there's always that era to where it looks ugly. You're like, your grandmother's gonna look like John Goodman for like the next hour until we start putting in like the deeper tones and shit like that. It's always when we get to the eyes. That's when people want to grab their phone, especially young people. The younger, the more they're gonna move around.
Yeah.
Because they want to show off and be online because they're in a different world.
Then we
being online we're all in a different world because we're presenting online.
Yeah.
Now, when somebody's on their phone, they're in another dimension, but I'm in the dimension your body is in right here. Yes. You need to stay still in this dimension.
So that I don't mess up your damn grandma's eyes.
Exactly. Now your grandmother's going to look like George Carlin, maybe.
And now he's made me have a complex. So when he works on me, I'm like, ooh, I try like my heart to just stay off my phone. But so
make a playlist.
The only thing that I do
playlist.
I have in my earbuds, you know, like whatever I want to listen to, and it seems to be always different. But when I'm going through that whole tattooing experience, I want it to be like it's therapy. It's like a ritual thing to where, you know, I go into either like this deep meditation or like sometimes I listen to Viking music, which I'm just like, yeah. Like, and that just puts me in my zone. Other times it might be, you know, frequencies, like a certain type of frequency that'll like put me into this relaxed and meditative state to where if you do that and you know how to do that, like you don't feel the pain anymore. Although you want to feel it. That's why it's kind of like, you know, with these young kids these days, and you know, I sound like my mother when I say that, but like what kind of numbing cream do you have? And blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to feel like, no, that like you need to feel it. I think that's what it's missing nowadays, because there's so many ways to just numb yourself and not feel it. Like, no, when you get tattooed, it's a ritualistic thing, like a rite of passage, like something that you have to go through. And then after it, you feel like, you know, I just went through this. I was able to do this. I was strong enough to do this. And it was something that was important enough to me to put on my body permanently, which people just take too lightly these days, especially because now you could just laser it and get rid of it, right? Like, that's why I always, like, even with my kids, my girls, they're grown and they have tattoos already. I'm like, just be sure. Don't just go on a whim and go and get something just because you want to get something. Like, take your time and think about something that means a whole lot to you, because it's a journey. Like,
unless you're in San Marcos and you go to Jerry's.
Oh yeah, then you get whatever and just
plug,
ask for Rooster.
If you're young and dumb and you just want a cool ass piece, we're gonna bring your idea in and we'll then bump it up.
Bring all the people in your frat and all and everything, but. I
Not
know
when I'm there though, because I don't want to deal with it.
Most of the people here are probably like around our age, you know, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, so they get it. So yes, and your children. At least you know that you'll get something that looks really good if he does it.
If I don't think I can't, I won't do it.
But that's like, it's like a whole thing, you know? And so what he's saying is, it makes sense to me. Like, yeah, I'm in pain. I want to be distracted, but I want to find something that takes me into more of a, like, my zone, like a meditative state in order to be able to get through it. So whether it's like a frequency or a certain type of music or something that gets me into that mode, then it's like you feel like you are like freaking conqueror once you get through it.
Yep.
It's amazing.
To me, that's the whole point.
It's power. You feel powerful.
It's a rite of passage. You're supposed to go through this pain and come out on the other end feeling accomplished, feeling proud of yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, not like you just numbed yourself up or put yourself to sleep or whatever. Like you actually went through this pain.
But I think if you're over 35, I'm not totally against numbing cream. I don't like it anymore but I get it. But okay, now back to your profession though. I want to know, what are some like funny things about Botox that you hear often? Like what, like some of the common things. You know?
Some funny things about Botox? How scared people are because they see the movies where they're making fun of Botox and they're just like, you know, like people come out with like this, you know, and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, they're so afraid. I'm like, no, that's not the way like real life is. Like if somebody does it properly, then it's not going to look like that. And it's just stupid. Like, I don't think there's really enough Botox in the world to actually make somebody look like freaking Tim Allen did in that one movie. You know,
never to that extreme.
You can't even do that. Like,
I will say, however, though, it does, since it's like, is it safe to say it's paralyzing?
Yes.
Okay. So with that paralyzing, it cuts off nuances of expression, so you never know what, like you could say something and it might come off sarcastic.
If you're a lawyer, definitely get Botox.
Yes.
There are so many reasons, but me,
our clients call her the Botox queen.
My face is completely Botox, but I can still make like
and see, I never know when,
like crazy,
you know?
And he doesn't even know the difference.
That's the thing, because it's like, I think I misread her a lot sometimes because it's like, does she mean that for real or sarcastically or funny? It's like, what the hell is going on?
That's just my personality, not my Botox.
That too. Like, I've gotten to know her personality, but
you got to keep them guessing.
When she redoes the Botox, you know, I'm like, what the fuck? What does she mean by that?
I'm never going to tell you again when I do it so that you can like tell me if you see a difference. Cause I really want to know, like, cause right now,
I mean,
I always have expression,
but I see you all the time. So it's like, I don't like, I know all your faces and hairdos and stuff and clothing choices.
He knows all my personalities.
So most of them, I think. I don't know. There's always one or two that keeps lurking around. Just waiting.
No, but yeah, Botox will keep it from being too horribly apparent, you know? But it just...
I love your face with or without it, so...
Oh, thank you.
That's I look into you.
Exactly. He sees my heart, and as long as I'm happy with... So. Yeah, it helps. I guess it helps. But as long as I'm happy, like, with this, then he doesn't care either way. Like, it's just more about me being comfortable and happy with the way I look and everything, mostly because of my job. Because like I said, I cannot go into my job being an aesthetic professional and looking like a homeless person.
It's it's for me because like I don't have to be an asshole. It's like, you need to fix this up and blah blah blah. Your job does that.
Yeah, so, I already know. Right. That's for me. It's just literally part of my job.
Yeah, I get to walk out with candy on my arm.
I mean, if you're a lawyer, are you allowed to walk into court in your shorts and a wife beater? Probably not.
Not a lawyer, no. Unless, if you're like the number one lawyer in the world, do whatever you want. Yeah.
But they won't allow you into the building with that on.
No, I would do that.
They won't allow you in.
If I were like the number one lawyer in America, I would do that, and I would find a way to loophole the laws to where they would let me in.
He would do Zoom. He would just do Zoom. He would Zoom it. He would Zoom that shit in, and probably wouldn't have any pants on.
Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't have pants. No, I would still have shorts on though. I wouldn't be totally buff.
I would totally.
I
would support that. I would totally support that. But
I would still do like some light black metal makeup or something.
But talking about stereotypes, they're whatever jobs you guys have, like most of the time, unless you're just working from home and nobody ever sees you, Like, there is a stereotype about what a lawyer should look like.
I do
what
believe
a
it about
doctor
lawyers, though.
should look like.
They're soulless.
Yeah, most of them, yeah.
The ones I've met so far. I'm not saying all, but
not all of them. There are some
99.5 of
good.
them.
There are good ones out there that we need them.
Yeah, no doubt.
But there are some shitheads out there too, right? But
They're
it's
droll.
the same thing with
They talk
everybody.
like this. And they're very matter of fact. And
Well, that would be boring in court.
eyes, you know, and they know the whole thesaurus front and back.
If they're courtroom lawyers, they have to be actors. You have to have a persona. You have to have the whole thing, because it's just like being in Hollywood, really, but just with the knowledge of the law.
They're there to put in their hours and then get to the bar.
Yeah. But if a jury is looking at a lawyer and they're not dressed to the nines, like, there's a stereotype of what a lawyer is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
In order to be, you know, professional and be good.
That's why I would dress down if I was a lawyer. Because, like, if a lawyer looks too fancy,
as down as you could,
you know. Well, then again, I guess that is a good thing too.
That means they're making money.
They made their money.
Yeah.
And they got some shit right.
Yes,
so yeah,
exactly.
You're right. Yeah,
so,
no doubt.
If I had nothing and I just came in and I had like no makeup and my hair looked like shit.
If you had a good track record and you knew your shit, I would dress like Adam Sandler, you know?
It doesn't matter. Especially for people that don't know you yet.
Just wear like the most I could get away with, you know?
Yeah.
Come in like Adam Sandler, have some golf cart, like some golf clubs on my back.
And I think men, like, and we're talking about stereotypes, like, men would be more apt to do that than, say, a woman would in that situation. But I'm just saying, like, if I came into my job and my hair was a mess and I was I looked like crap.
You're saying, because there are days like when you wake up and you're just perfect, but you're like throwing a fit and it's like, oh, I gotta do this, that, and the other. It's like, you look fine. It's like, I'd get a massage from you. I don't even like massages, you know? And I don't mean that in a weird way.
Well, a massage is one thing, you know, but if someone's coming to get like aesthetic injections or facial treatments from me and I look like crap, I wouldn't want to get a treatment from me if I didn't look like I was doing all the things.
I have to disagree again. As an old ass artist, I'm crap. Well, no, not this one. This is done by Hannah Atchison, great artist. Don't count this arm. This arm, I did all this crap on myself, but still, I have great clientele. That's been good money, you know.
But it's a different.
You don't have to.
It's a similar but a different industry.
Yeah.
So I have all these women now who are looking all online because now we have the online
thing. That is true because I did give up doing like feminine looking tattoos. I used to be good at it. I steered more towards like horror and gore for a while, and I lost my way with the feminine stuff. And I don't care to do it with the modern day styles now. So yeah, I get that totally.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing with like a hairdresser. That if I walk in and if I know of them already and I know they do badass hair, I don't really care.
That's what I'm saying.
But if a new person comes in off the street and walks in and your hair looks like a damn mess, like a rat's nest, and they come in and they're like, ugh. They look at your hair and they're like, I don't think I want that person touching my hair, you know? That's just like a business
a skinny
thing.
Cook.
Yeah, but some of them may just have high metabolisms, and you know.
But you know the thing about that stereotype too.
Yeah,
you want like the fat nasty, you know, back there barbecuing for you because that's how it's gonna taste. Supposedly, it's gonna taste better. But I've been barbecuing since I was 10, and I can barbecue, and I don't toot my own horn hardly ever. But
he's good at it,
you know. And I'm not like an obese guy.
But people, no matter what you say or what you want to do, like your first impressions are going on looks only.
Yes.
Until you know the person or you see their craft. You're right. It's always going on looks first.
When I have a brand new client, my procedure is different.
Yeah.
You know, like there are certain things, like for most of my clients, they're regulars. And so like I can set up halfway ahead.
Yeah, you don't have to go like the whole everything.
But when it's a brand new client, I like to show them, you know, a lot of like my setup, how I do it, like wearing gloves, changing gloves before, like if I touch something, I'm changing gloves, so they know everything is as
you're
clean
sanitary
as possible. Absolutely. So I get
that's very important. And what I look like when a new person walks through the door that's everything. Like what my shop looks like when they walk through the door is also could be more important actually. If my shop is dirty and looks like shit,
right,
I would be actually more scared to get a service from somebody if their shop looked like crap than if they looked like crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, oh, they're on, like, I'm doing medical things that have to do with blood, the needles, and all the things. Like, I don't want, if it looks like a back alley, like freaking, you know, dirty, shoddy place, that's not where I want to be getting injections from. Yeah, you know what I mean? Absolutely. So it's all about, like, you have to have that persona at least of what you do. You don't have to like always go with all the stereotypes of it. And some of them are positive and some of them are negative.
You know, with mine, it's changed because back in the day we were expected to be ruffian degenerates. And at heart, my nature is very calm. People say I'm a nice guy.
You are a nice guy.
I guess. If you say so.
He is to me, at least.
Of course.
But I've seen him with others. So I love you too.
Well, you see me around people that either like or love, you know.
And you're nice to both. Even if you don't like them, you're nice to them. You're nice
to a certain degree. Yes, absolutely. But you've seen me kind of get a little. I don't like to show out in front of you. I don't want you to see that side of me. Like that's when you're not around and I'm sitting at a bar, I'm a completely different person. Not completely. I want
him to be able
maybe
to show
just
me
like
all
hiked
of that.
up. I would say hiked up maybe 25% to where I can tell somebody to fuck off easily. You know, I don't like to do that in front of you. I like to treat you like a lady and, you know, be the best that I can be. And that's because there's a danger aspect to that. You know, if I'm out with you, all I've got is my body to protect you. So, you know, I'll do that. Shit, I forgot where I was going. Oh, no, it was something about like the way things have changed.
The persona and how people used to see
you.
Yes.
We were supposed to be degenerates.
The ruffians.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like somewhere in the early 2000s or okay, yeah, it's 2021. So yeah, in the early 2000s, God damn, it's been a long time. Jesus,
it's so scary.
And so like, jeez, I was like,
don't make us think about that, y'all.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, and I loved it. Like people would bring their grandmother in, like, oh, cool, your grandmother's getting tattooed. I'm gonna tune my machine down way low, or use the one that I got from the guys in LA because that shit is tuned down really low for that lowrider stuff. You know, so. And I loved it, but along with that came everything in between those generations. The Karens started creeping in. But see,
I like the generation that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you expected of a tattoo artist. You just did.
And I wasn't like the roughest of them all. I
can't imagine walking into a shop.
Attitude, you know.
Like, I couldn't imagine walking into a tattoo shop and there's like, you know, a guy with like khakis and a sweater wrapped around his neck. Oh no, but like a preppy dude. I'd be like, ooh.
You gotta take it back to the 50s though. Like guys would dress up like the way old school barbers would. You know, old school barbers and tattooers, very similar. Like I'm talking suspenders and like dressed to the nines. I think
that's the way it should be. I'm just gonna say that.
My buddy Ricky, he does that every now and then. You know. Mm-hmm. And there's like a handful of artists who will do that, and I love that. I love
just
seeing
like
that.
On the airlines, when I was a kid, when we went on the airplane, we dressed up. to go on the airplane. It was like a thing, and we had to dress up and look nice. And then all of a sudden, it's like it just changed, and now you can just wear your pajamas on the plane, and who cares? Yeah, when I was a kid,
I didn't know that
it was a thing. Like my grandmother would dress up.
I was a military brat, so we just like went in our pajamas because we were property,
right,
you know. So it didn't matter, I guess. But I never knew that was a thing.
Yes.
Wow.
Like my grandmother was also military.
On your face right now.
Thank you.
I don't want to like draw that.
You're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
But it was like there was like this. I don't want to say prestige about it, but there was like this, you know, almost like you were going to church. You know, like you would dress up.
You're making it sound like it was like when airplanes were first invented to the public.
Well, there was still smoking allowed on the airplanes back then.
We're the same age.
This was like in the early 80s. Like, early 80s to mid 80s. You could still smoke on the plane.
Yeah.
But all the stewardess dressed to the nines. And they had like the little skirts and the everything on. And so my grandmother, you know, she would dress us up. Like if we were going on the airplane, it was like a fancy thing.
That's why. Your grandmother had that mindset. And that's good.
Yes.
That's cool as hell. Yeah.
Because it was like, it was respectful. Because it was like a thing that was, you know, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And
nowadays it's like a
nothing.
Bus.
Like who cares?
Like, fuck
right?
This. I'm getting on the bus in the sky.
But I miss that. I do. I love being able to just wear my pajamas on the plane now, but there was a certain like
do it. You're not gonna get all dressed up if we get on a plane, are you? No, just get comfortable. Seriously,
not anymore. No, but
and I don't give up my window seat to anybody, but you can have the window seat if I'm traveling because I can lean over you.
I like having the aisle seat, so I have restroom access, and I don't have to crawl over anybody. So I love the aisle seat. And I'm little, so I don't care. Like, because people are gonna like, you know, crash into me or whatever.
You can squeeze between people, and nobody cares because you're a woman. You're a hot woman. So it's like men or women, it's like you can do that. But like as a tall guy, being 6'2", like my ass or dick is in everybody's face. Just like at the movies or at any kind of like theaters.
I don't like being in the middle seat. I don't like that because I feel like claustrophobic and like, like everybody's arms are all over me and everything. So I'll take the window, I'll take the aisle. I don't care, but the middle seat,
no doubt.
If it's a long flight, especially, you better just keep bringing me some freaking champagne, or else I'm not going to be happy. Like just knock me out.
The two ends aren't going to be happy if you get too.
I'm just like, whatever, you know. That's the only way I could get through the middle seat in an airplane. But, okay, so here's what I want to talk about now, because all of that is fun and good and dandy. But, like, I kind of want to go...
Is that 9? That's the 9.
That's the 9. The Justice card.
One of my favorite bands. Look up Opera 9.
Opera 9.
Opera 9. Italian death metal from way back in the day. Female lead vocalist named Cadavria. Just wanted to put that out there.
There you go.
She's doing it on her own right now. And she's a breast cancer survivor as well.
Oh, I like
Look her up.
I like that.
Cadavria.
So what I want to kind of go into right now a little bit is the spiritual and historical aspects of what we both do, because this subject was about stereotypes of what we do, right? So now I want to dive into a little bit about the history of our professions, and maybe how and why we do what we do in this lifetime.
Ooh.
And where it actually came from in ancient history.